Hush. Hello, Rango. How you doing tonight? Hello, Amy. How you doing, girl? Oh, okay, Daniel. Uh, well, I didn't see anybody else on that I knew. I thought I'd come in here a little early. Oh, I'm doing great. Back to my smart ass self, I guess. Hello, Michael Ann. Diane. Miss Lillian. How you doing tonight, girl? Hope all y'all had a good day. My dog is needy for some reason tonight. What do you want? Huh? What? Get down. Get down. No. There you go. There you go, Diane. Get around. I rock myself to sleep. Well, anybody do anything exciting today? Hey, how's Dyson's doing tonight? Yeah, I saw part of that. I didn't get to watch all of it. Sort of got interrupted. Oh, goodness. Baby back ribs. Mm. Hello, Miss Angie. How you doing, girl? Captain Jack. Haven't seen you in a few days. You doing all right, buddy? Well, you had a busy day, didn't you, Christine? Hello, Roman. Crazy dog. They got it. And y'all hear that crazy dog? He got him a plastic bottle that he's working over. Yeah, that can get to be a pain, Captain Jack. Yeah, I just got through watching that. That was really nice of her. I'll tell you what, Jennifer's a class lady. I like her. She knew I wouldn't wear. Dang, put you to bed this early. I come on early. And still running Amy off. Good night, Amy. I hope you have a good night, girl. Dang, dog. I put him outside again if he don't settle down. Amy gonna have a house full of that new puppy and them two cats. That might be a rodeo for a little bit. He got him a plastic bottle he's playing with. That dog ain't got a lick of sense. I don't tell you what, I don't know about where y'all were at, but it was plenty hot today here. I rode for just a little bit on that motorcycle. Man, that felt good. Oh, you get one, and once he got it plumb flat, then he don't want nothing to do with it. He like them to be round. I don't know why he's got to put it under my chair to play with it. I guess. Boy, it's bright and sunshiny here. It's a pretty day, but it just got warm. I don't know just how hot it was. It was in the 90s, I think. Of course, that's about perfect weather for me. We've had some rain, but look like we're out of it for a few days. Diane, you got 2 cats? You got 2 cats. How about you, Lillian? You got any pets? You got 3 cats. Christina. What about you, Captain Jack? What kind of pets have you got? Hello, Mr. Kenny. I appreciate it. I'm surprised how many cats there are. Really more cats than there are dogs on here. My daughter had a Siamese cat for a while, but that's the only cat I've ever really been around. Lord, I don't need nothing else besides Rocky. He's a handful. Well, Christina, you gonna let him tell you what to do? I didn't say that now. I've been getting in trouble. Big floppy ears. Ain't but one thing wrong with them basset hounds, Lillian. Boy, you're continually bathing them. Remember the stinkiness dog? Or down here in this hot country they are anyway. Yep, got them pugs coming. How will they be when you get them, Ann? I'm not gonna make a comment, Christine. about right. I carried Rocky to the vet. I just wondered what he weighs. But he's close to 35 pounds now. He's pretty big for Boston. Oh, I'm doing good. So far, so good. I had to put it back in at one time, and so far it stayed. So I'm hoping it's gonna make it. And I can cough or sneeze now, and it just don't put me on the ground. I can still tell it's there, but until all three of them are there, but it's not bad now. I tell you what, a dog's a lot of responsibility. Take the lid off, it'll help. Well, we're getting over. My trailer's parked. There's a pretty good sized pecan tree right at the end of my trailer. And then on the other side of me, there's a couple more. And them squirrels getting up pecan trees. Most of the time, Rocky's in the fenced-in area, but once in a while he'll be out when one goes catting around on the ground. They're gonna catch him one of these days. I'd like to see that. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Captain Jack, I gotta agree with you. I had to shut that motorcycle down 3 times today in 15 miles because people pulling out in front of me. And I mean, shut it down pretty hard. I never did go to skidding, but that's about the closest you can get. Look right at you and pull out in front of you. I've been thinking about turning. Hello, Gracie. How you doing, girl? I've been thinking about getting one of those revolving lights, just putting it on top of my crash helmet. Just see if they'd see that. Hello, Miss Janice. How you doing, darling? Did you get your catalytic converter put back on, Gracie? Good Lord, dog. I was running down Interstate 35 today, and it works on both sides. I had 4 or 5 bikes pass me running about, oh, they were running around 80, and they were had the monkey boys on them and the stuff out front, and both of them sitting back in that, or 3 of them were laid way back, had their feet up on them highway pegs. If they'd have had to stop quick, there wouldn't have been no way they could have got on them brakes quick enough. Well, that's good. I ain't never had a muskrat for a pet, Captain Jack. I'll have to own up to that one. I don't know where Kenny is at, but he wanting a beaver for a pet. Yeah, that red. Have the blue, but not the red. Used to the headlight being on motorcycles made it pretty noticeable. But now all the cars got the headlights on anyway. Yeah. I ain't so sure everything understood on beaver. No, I don't think so. You ever see the teeth on one of them dudes? Hello, Miss Gina. Oh, thanks for the shout out tonight, girl. I appreciate it. Man, I thought I was getting in tall cotton today. Kenny shouted me out on that pineapple stuff, and Gina shouted me out. Made me feel plumb important. Important. Well, Gina, do you use your phone for everything except when you're making a video? somebody wants to come on up, come on before I get lonesome up here. I know everybody getting tired of looking. They don't have to worry about me getting a big head. Boy, never mind. I ain't going there. Yeah, that's Rocky. He's got him a plastic bottle. He's playing with it, Gracie. Hopefully you heard him get the thing flat. Yeah. Yeah. Know what you're talking about. I lost a good buddy on account of a deal like that. Yep. He won't fool with the squeaky toy. I bought him several toys, and he picked one up and messed with it for a second, and then he's through with it. But now he play with that bottle all day long. The worst part about Rocky is putting socks on him or taking them off. Now, you got to fight him on that. If he get hold of the toe of your sock, you pull that whole thing off. Pull you out of a chair if you don't watch it. He didn't get out as much as he normally does today because I was gone part of the day. That's a weird toy, Chris.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Your voice is getting deeper, Kenny. You're going to sound like me for long.
Really?
Yeah. You got that howdy just about down.
Hey, Gracie, Diane, everybody in the chat.
What you been up to today?
I don't know much. Just been watching YouTube.
Hey, Cookie, how you doing, man?
Hey, Cookie. I actually took a nap. I fell asleep right when Roy and Becky were going live, and then I slept till about 9 o'clock. So
Don't start that. Getting me started yawning here. Well, I wonder why that is. You're looking at somebody, or you don't even have to be looking. You can be talking to somebody on the phone, and they'll yawn. You can hear them yawn, and you'll go to yawning. That's crazy.
Damn, dog.
Still playing the traffic or something.
What's that dog playing with?
A plastic bottle?
A plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Possibility I may or may not be awake all night. But I should be up for a while. Because I haven't been awake long because like I said, I fell asleep about a few minutes before 7 o'clock, and didn't wake up till about a little bit after 9. So and go catch up on some live streams that I missed that was on, like Roy and Becky's and Fantastic Studios.
I watched some of them.
And Ava Potterfield, friends. I wasn't at hers.
You like them pineapples, huh?
Oh, I loved them pineapples. They didn't last they didn't last long after Dad brought them home. I think Dad bought them at Food City, and he brought them home for me to taste test, and yeah.
I told you couldn't eat just one. I like a potato chip. If I buy a package of them, I'll wind up in a day. I'll eat a whole packet. You have a good one.
Oh, you're going live on Saturday and Wednesdays now, huh? Cool.
Gracie, so far so good. They getting
Good night,
better.
Captain.
Oh me, oh my! I like the dried fruit like that. That's a pretty good snack.
Well, and it's. I think I find it healthier than like a cookie or a cupcake or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, if I could get fresh fruit year round, well, I wouldn't be bad about snacking at all. So, hello, Eric B.
Hey, Eric B.
Well, yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing, Gracie. I'm still just gonna have to see how this thing pans out. Well, yeah. I hate to say I'm gonna be there, and I just don't know yet.
I know I won't get to go this year because it was recommended that I not go to.
It's recommended you're not what?
It was recommended that I not go too far, too quick because of me going on that cruise, and my cruise is already paid for, and I don't want to take a chance on getting sick or something.
I appreciate it, Gracie.
So yeah, and the more I thought about it, because if I wound up, especially if I go to that M22 meetup, and I get around a whole lot of people, yeah. And that's just 2 weeks before I go on that cruise. That's just 2 weeks before I go on that cruise. And if I get sick, I won't be able to go on that cruise. Yeah. That's what's kind of.
I don't blame you. You can't. You got to be a little careful. Time you get around a crowd, you're taking a chance.
Yeah. Well, I know some people that live up in that area, like Destination Delight herself. She said that the numbers are like skyrocketed up in there in her area, and they're and it said that the kids still hadn't. They still have not yet went to school in person yet. They're still doing it virtual.
Damn. Now, of course, that's a while. This thing
Yeah.
got a little bit more time to run its course. There's food in that bowl. Dog. If he wants something, if he's out of food, he go over and pick his bowl up and start dropping it. He pick it up and drop it. Pick it up and drop it. And then if he's out of water, he'll do the same thing with it.
Is that how you know when he's out of water and out of food?
Yeah, he'll tell you. And he's not dumb. He's a smart little old dog. Especially when it comes to food. No. Yeah, if I do get to go, I'm gonna have to leave here the 6th. Because I'm not gonna drive any 1,000 miles a day, I don't think.
You want to leave there?
Do what?
You want to leave there on the 6th?
Yeah, if I leave at 6th, I can drive 500 miles a day and make it up there in 4 days. It's 2,000 miles. Now Rocky's getting dangerous. He done picked my boot up. He's slinging it around. He gets swinging that boot and he'll throw it from the length of this.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
You can't miss the sound of that.
He wearing that boot out, boy. He's slinging it back and forth. You can hear that sole hit the floor. He's getting it, shaking it.
Yeah.
He didn't get his run. Now you're growling at it. He didn't get his running out today. Usually I turn him out and he'll get what I done started spinning. Not on this end. But usually I'll put him out and he'll get what I call a zoomies, where he just starts running. Just running circles. Get him.
You don't travel at all, Diane?
You need to move your camera.
To me?
Yeah.
No, I think.
No, because when you're looking down, where just back of your head's all it's showing. There you go. A little bit more.
Well, I don't knock my PC off.
All right. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work.
No. I'm not that. No, come on now. Ron.
I had to see if the camera was right, man. To what, Janice? Just briefly. I
He's
missed
ta-
something.
she's talking about you were briefly spinning.
Oh, hmm. Was it? Did it to you?
No,
It was her then.
you never know with this internet and stuff.
Yeah. TGIL. Here
Hey,
comes
Bree.
trouble. How you doing, Miss Bree? Yeah, I came on early tonight and nobody said a word. I came on at about 10:30.
I just got off of a Facebook Messenger group chat with Darian and in his Magnificent Germany with Darian Facebook group. And hey, Van Life biker.
How did you catch your van on fire? That's not a good deal.
Yeah, I got to be careful when I get ready to do that fuel filter on that truck. I got to make sure I don't get gasoline on that hot exhaust.
Yeah, you don't want a hot time.
uh,
I said, you don't want to light that van off. It's not a barbecue pit.
I got to do that fuel filter on that truck, is what I'm talking about. Changing that fuel filter on that truck.
What, did he get it very bad or just get the bumper?
Scott from Kicking the Country is going to try to see if he can help me. Going to see if he can help me change it out. Like I said, I watched the video on how to do it. And it seemed pretty. It looked pretty easy. I just need a 1-inch wrench on that nut, and then one on the gas line. On one hold the nut, and one undo the gas line from the carburetor, and then pull the gas line loose, and then go inside where that spring's at inside the carburetor. Yeah, he doesn't live very far from me. He lives in North Carolina, but it's not far at all. He can get over here within like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Has anybody heard anything out of G in the last 2 or 3 days?
G was in V's last night, I believe. Not last night, but Thursday night. Thursday night.
He come on here, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. I saw him.
G. Talking about RVing with G.
And you know, after you come on today, I try to look, but that RV in America, he comes on tomorrow.
What are
At what is it, RV weekend or?
RV weekends? Yeah, he comes on at 10. He always does He always does. I'll have to go back and watch that Van Life Biker. For some reason, YouTube does not send out notifications for shorts videos in it, and for some odd reason, I don't know why. But you usually have to go. Usually have to go look. Usually have to go look for channels that you watch. You usually have to go look and. But anyway, uh, yeah, he does karaoke Saturday nights usually.
Yeah. I don't know about that karaoke. I don't think I could do that. Some people really enjoy it.
Yeah, I know, but I mean they do not send out notifications for short. I guess because it's under a minute. I guess anything under a minute they won't send out a notification for. Everything else I get pretty much most of the time anyway. Now I will say that there is sometimes I don't get notifications, but
Hello, Lisa
sometimes you do. You know.
and Linda, and be nice
Hey,
for.
Lisa and um, Cat Roller One, Linda.
Yeah, I said this before. I don't want to hurt Rocky's ears.
I understand, Van Life Biker. I do enjoy watching your channel. I've watched every one of your videos that you put out up to this point. No, I haven't. Camp Gara One. I will go watch it though. Put your link up, Ron. That's what Linda's wanting. The StreamYard link.
Who's wanting it?
Linda, Camp Gara One.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, see, you're ahead of me because I'm on StreamYard, not on.
Oh, you're very welcome, Van Life Biker. Like I said many times before, if I really get a subscription to a channel, I'm there. And I really like the content. I'm there to stay. I'm not one that's gonna.
Hey.
Hey, Linda,
Oh, hey. Oh my gosh.
can you
I'm so tired.
Hey,
can you
uh,
switch that a little bit, Ron?
you got you.
We were out there well, the guy was out there today pulling out the water of the pond, and I was in past my knees in mud. Oh my God. It was so bad. Look at I cut myself on a cactus. There's
Ouch.
a plant. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Ouch.
Oh boy, does that hurt. I hope
I can imagine.
I hope it's not gonna get infected because it was like almost had like a thorn up inside of it, you know. But
Ouch.
this company that came out to, I don't know, you know, the city lied to us. They said that, you know, they would help to try to save the fish and the wildlife and stuff like that. They didn't do any of that. We got 6 goldfish. I think it was at least 6 of goldfish. They were like at least as big as your hand, you know. the pond today, and the girl that lives on the golf side of the golf course, the golf course side, because I don't live on the golf course side. I live like across the street from the golf course. He or she was out there too. It was funny because she was in deeper than I was. She was like almost up to her waist in mud. It was so crazy. I mean, she's just, you got to watch that short clip. My friend Erica, she was videotaping, and you'll have to go watch it. Just watch it. It's pretty funny. But I mean, this girl, she was, she used to be, she's pretty outspoken. She's from Texas. And you could hear her Texas twang. And it was just so funny what she was commenting about being in the mud. You gotta go watch it real quick. It's just a real quick minute, not even a minute video, but I didn't realize it till afterwards that Erica had videoed it. It was really funny. But yeah, so I don't know how many turtles and stuff they're gonna get out of the pond. But man, it was harder today than it was ever before to try to
Good night,
rescue
Gracie. And yes, I did, Daniel. And thanks for liking my F100 truck show, Van Life Biker. Go ahead, carry on. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to say it. That if you,
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. But anyhow, so I just want to come up and say hi. I'm pooped. So
I'd say so after all that.
yeah, I had another video, but I was walking out to the pond. I started a video at the pond, talking about the city of Phoenix and talking about the investors and all that. And then I went to go talk to the guy that was emptying out the water with that big machine, you know. And I had the camera like downwards, so it was like back and forth in the, you know, like video in the grass really quick when I was walking. I don't know. It was so hot out though today. It was like 106 degrees out today. And my arms were so burnt. Oh, terrible. But yeah, I didn't get a good video. You know, that's a funny one that Erica did, but I didn't get a good video today to share. And then I had the phone kind of like in the heat, so I don't know what it videoed. If I could have edited the video, I could have taken that other part out, but I don't know how to do all that stuff, you know. And I'm getting too tired.
How long is a video it gets out of where's the break on a short video and a regular video? Is there a time limit?
Yeah, the short videos I think are about maybe 10 seconds or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, and then there's like a setting that you can go to. It says create short, and I didn't do that. I wasn't videoing it. My friend Erica was, but yeah, it's about, I think 15 seconds. Yeah.
But I think anything under a minute anyway is always considered a short anyway. It usually hits the short shelf on YouTube usually. And,
does it? Well, this one was pretty funny.
And when you do a short, you want to do your phone or whatever camera you're using like this instead of like this. You don't want to do it like this. You want to do it like this.
Yeah.
Because most people, when they that's what I've always learned, that because when they watch it like this anyway. So
yeah. I don't know how Erica was filming it, but it wasn't on the short. You know, she didn't tap the short button because she doesn't really much know how to operate it like that. You know, with the short versus a regular video. So it was just a minute, but this girl was so funny.
Some of them shorts can really take off. I mean, I've seen some of them get like
A lot of
heck,
views.
a lot of views. I mean, they get like 1 point something views or 2 point something views, especially if it's something to do with nomad life and talking about pooping on a bucket and and whatever.
Right. Right. Yeah. We weren't out there that long today, but I wasn't prepared because, I took my son to work this morning, and then I stopped by the pond, and I was like, oh my God, a guy's out there with that machine that takes out all the water. And I went out there and I talked to him, and I thought I was videoing him, but I don't think I was holding the camera up high enough. But you could hear me talking to him in the video, but I just didn't get it real good today because it was just so in a spur of the moment, And then Tammy, the girl from Texas, she was on the other side of the pond up to her crotch in mud. And I was like, I said, are you catching anything? She goes, a few, and I said, let me run home and get my big net. I got 2 of them, and so I ran home, but I had the bed in the back of the pickup, and I couldn't lift the bed out of there myself, and it was warm out today, and then I had my front grill that I didn't get a chance to get onto my truck, that grill guard, that heavy grill guard. So that was in a big box in the back of the truck, plus the bed. And I just wasn't prepared because the last time I had my Jackery, my little aerator pump, or my little, the little fish tank aerator, I had that, my Jackery, and I had about 4 big old tubs of water, and we didn't hardly have any fish that died, but today we had quite a few of them, and there was a lot of baby fish. Oh my gosh, you just seen all the little baby fish. They were so little bitty, tiny little baby fish that they were slipping right through the fish net. But it was just so sad because you could see them all flipping around and jumping out of the water, and they were like, like they were gasping for breath, and I was just like, and I told that guy, I said, the city lied to us, and I said, how are you going to save these fish? I said, you're pulling out the water so fast. They're not have time to breathe. I said, what did I say? I said something sarcastic. I said something about, well, when there comes a day that you can't breathe, you remember them little fish in that pond that you're pulling all their oxygen from. He looked at me, and then after a little while after that, this other guy came there, and he must have been his poncho or something that he, answered to or something, because he came over and he says, well, this is private property and blah, blah, blah. And then, Tammy, she's like, well, we're just trying to save these fish because, nobody saved these fish. And she was going on and on. Boy, that girl from Texas, she could talk. And so then I didn't say too much to him because I was just so disgusted with the whole thing. And then after that, he goes, oh, because everyone was kind of like going their own ways. And he says, oh, was there anything else that you wanted to ask me? And I said to him, well, I really had nothing to ask you in the first place. I just got kind of sarcastic. Well, because it was just so disgusting to watch all these little fish, gasping for air and trying to come out of there. And who knows where the little turtles were, There were tons of turtles in there, I'm sure, but they were all getting suffocated in the mud, So, I don't know, but I've been looking really, really hard to find a place to move to. I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't want to stay here. It's just getting so irritating. And, with my neighbor, I've sent videos of, how my neighbor's yard just looks like crap. And, videos of his kid riding his dirt bike in the lawn all over the place, and he doesn't even have a lawn. It's all dirt, so it kicks up dust really bad. And then I can't even sit outside because when the dust comes up so much, I can't even breathe because of my asthma. And yet, you know, every time he plays basketball, because of the position he has the hoop, if he doesn't make the hoop or hit the back of the backboard, it hits my RV. And I'm just getting really, really tired of it. Really tired of it.
Hello, Timmy.
So,
Hey, Timmy Ray.
but anyhow, so well, I'm gonna go to bed. I just thought I'd pop on for a minute, but go watch that video. Go watch Tammy.
I'm watching the one about the turtles where you did 13 days ago.
Yeah,
I'm watching that one now.
the one
over here.
outsmarted by the turtles.
It was 9 minutes and 44 seconds or whatever, 45 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know how long it was, but yeah, it was pretty.
You said you did it 13 days ago, and
that was the last one I did. I think
and then I saw that video. I haven't watched it yet, but I will after I get through watching this one. I'll watch that short.
Yeah. Go watch that one that I put on there today. But that was so funny. But it's only just not even a minute long. But
it's 14 seconds. It says.
Yeah, I lost my shoes. Tammy said, "You didn't get in there with the shoes on, did you?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." I said, "They're kind of wash and wear." Well, I didn't have the strength to pull my leg out. It was that muddy and thick and deep that I couldn't get my foot out of the mud with my shoe on. I had to lose my shoes.
Van life, you come back, bud. Be careful with
Good
that.
night, Van Life Biker, and be careful. And by the way, I just watched that short that you put out, Van Life, and I left a comment.
There. And welders can get you in trouble pretty quick.
Oh, we pulled a catfish out of the water today. This catfish, his face was wider than my hand, and his body was longer than from my fingertips to my elbow. That's how big he was. He was huge. Yeah, I hope he made it because he didn't act like he was, it was just difficult today. It was difficult, but we did get him to the other lake. But I don't know. Yeah, it was sad watching all them die,
Yeah, y'all saved a bunch of them.
Yeah, we tried. I mean, we did save a lot at the other pond. Well, we were more prepared though, and this time not so much. That water, because they had these big, huge, what do you call it? Not pipes, but like tubing, you know what I mean, for the water because they had this big generator kind of thing that sucked all the water out, and then he had the hoses were really, really long. It went all the way across the golf course to pull that water out. It was disgusting. Yeah, it was really disgusting, and to think I was standing in it. Oh, it was bad. But yeah, we did get a lot out. I just hope that they get the turtles out. Well, then the guy told us, he says, well, they're going to get the fish out of there too. And I'm like, well, how is that a rescue? And he's like, oh, they go and give the fish to the alligators. I'm like, fish to the alligators? Are you talking dead fish to the alligators? Oh, yeah, they do that at the zoo. I was like, well, they're going to be too stuck in the mud, and all full of mud. Who's gonna retrieve them? I mean, I knew that they weren't going to, but whatever. The city here is Maricopa County. The city, it sucks. It's bad. It's really bad. I hate it. I can't even get the local police department to keep the guy from beating on my motorhome with the basketball. Yeah. Oh, he's got the right to put the basketball hoop where he wants it. I said, well, he doesn't have the right to hit my van or not my van, but my RV. But they don't care. So hopefully I'll find a house. Keep your fingers crossed. Say a prayer for me. I'll find a house and get the heck out of here. I got to get out of here, though. Can't do it no more. I got to get out of this county. in this city. It's bad. It's getting worse every day. And now they're going to build rentals everywhere. They want to put 3 and 4 story rentals over here in our golf course, where we used to have an 18-hole golf course. Now they want to put all rentals. You know what that's going to create? A bunch of junk. So
you don't even have a golf course there no more?
nope. You remember the golf course that we had there before, Kenny? You didn't see it at the time that it was beautiful. We had a beautiful 18-hole golf course here.
What was the name of it?
Villa, or they call it Via de Paz. Via de Paz. Via, like villa, village. D means like of, and then Paz.
No, I didn't get I didn't see it. Now I do know that they do play a normal golf tournament. Of course, it's got a different one. It's called TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And TPC stands for the Players Course Scottsdale. I think they call it the Waste Management Open or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they don't do anything with the city-owned golf courses, but because this was a private-owned golf course, the person that bought it, the investor, got it for really dirt cheap. So all this land that they're now wanting to build on, they got the land cheaper than normally what it would have cost if they would have bought land to build houses. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just terrible. I need to go someplace else, though. I've been here for 13 years. Too long. Way too long. I mean, we don't really have anything here. We have pollution, crime, shootings every day, every single day. You know, I can't wait until I go shooting with Carolyn. When I get to Illinois, because I've never shot that 9mm, but she's gonna give me some first-hand lessons. Yeah. So, but
Junior Ray has a question for you.
What's that?
He's asking, have you ever tried to talk to your mayor of the town or the governor of your state?
Well, let's put it this way. I don't know if I ever told you or not, but remember I told you that Sarah used to be in a program?
Yeah, I remember you saying something like that, yeah.
Okay, so Doug Ducey, a.k.a. Douchey, Doug Douche, when Sierra was hit by that worker at that program, I contacted everybody that I could think of, even the governor, because Sierra got hit by a worker at one of those programs for people with disabilities. Nobody give a crap. Nobody. So, yeah, they're not gonna do anything. I've been on the phone with the city. I can't even get my own private property protected, or, they told me I would have to put up a fence around my yard, even be it like a little 3-foot fence. I'd have to go before a judge, get a no contact restraining order against the neighbor, and if the neighbor come over to retrieve the ball after it gets stuck again underneath my RV, then they can arrest him for trespassing. Or I would have to prove that he did damage to my vehicle, which I'd have to be a watchdog out there 24/7 in order to prove that his heavy basketball just smashed out my window of my RV. And it hasn't gotten to that point yet, which I hope really that it doesn't, because, I don't want to go crazy.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's
like here. It's like here in my state. I'm in that vocational rehabilitation program, and that's supposed to be a program that helps people with disabilities be able to find jobs, find work.
Right.
And I've been in that program 7, 8, maybe 9 years now, and they hadn't done nothing.
Squat. I know. But that's how they are. That's how they are. I mean,
They pretty much, well, see, they said that they have tried to get a hold of other businesses and stuff, and what's happening is because of most businesses are afraid that I'm going to get hurt on the job. I'm going to cost the job money.
mm,
And it's due to the liability thing,
yeah.
an OSHA type thing.
Well,
OSHA
it's
steps in and
it's almost
says
like discrimination.
that you can't,
You know, that's what they're there for, to help people with disabilities get jobs. But you know, I think that because of the fact that you want to work in the mechanic industry, going to school for mechanics, which is, you know, logical. You went to school for mechanics.
yeah.
You know, why would you want to get a job in the field? They're just not. I don't know. I don't know. And this is a big city that I live in, and they don't do hardly anything for anyone either, you know. But I tell you what, Kenny, if you got yourself a lawyer, they might think different. And if you called a disability lawyer and you told them, you know, how long you've been in the program and how much that you try to, you know, get some kind of help, and they're not really facilitating, you know, help for you to get you job placement. They might be
no, I actually got a Pell Grant through the school themselves, and I took my Pell Grant money and I got a tuition for the college. Is what I used for college. The money
Yeah,
I got.
yeah.
That's what I used. And whatever I had left over, I took the money that I had left over and bought my new laptop. My third semester of college, bought this laptop, and I've had it ever since.
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to
Now
help you
that,
with job assistance too.
yeah,
But
It depends too. I know I was in business a long time, and I got into 2 or 3 of those programs, but it all depends on if you feel like somebody can do the job safely. That's what it comes down to. And
yeah.
and you know, you got to make that choice.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some of them I wouldn't let go to work, and some of them I did.
I've also learned too. They most jobs that I've tried to apply for, they want me to already have like 10, 15 years of experience in the field already before hiring me on the job.
Well, that's everybody now, Kenny.
How is somebody supposed to get experience if the job that you're applying for is not wanting to let you get the experience?
Right.
Yeah, I know
Right.
it's that way, but that's the way that most of the big companies look at it. Experience is a real big part of it. And in a way, you can't blame the businesses, because if they can hire somebody with 10 years experience for the same money that they hire somebody that just starting out, you can't blame them for hiring the guy with 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just a big deal, bad deal. And some of those programs now, they really work, and some of them don't. Yeah. But you know, you talking about wading around in that mud, Linda. You know, people pay big money for mud baths.
Yeah. That's what Tammy was saying. She's, I'm going to be all kind of smooth because of this mud. I said, yeah, it's got algae in it. It's got a lot of, okay. But it really stunk. It was, it was not like the other pond that I first did. It wasn't, I mean, I didn't get myself into it that much, but this one, I had to, because they had some really, really pretty goldfish. And Tammy and I was like, we gotta get that goldfish out of there. Gotta get that goldfish out of there, because she's got a big 55-gallon. And I said, well, keep the goldfish, because you can always catch a wild fish, but to have those really big koi like goldfish, they're really nice, but
Gina, are you still in here? Type something in chat if you're still in here.
oh, I'm so tired.
Speaking of RVing with G, he just went live.
G did?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he just
yeah. Oh God, I got to get my eyes done, you guys.
yeah,
I can't see. My
well,
cataracts are getting bad.
I will say I've tried to get a job at Walmart, Food City, about every fast food I can think of, and nobody, even before I even went to college for auto mechanics, even before I even got out of high school, I tried to get a job at those places, and nobody will hire me. Nobody.
Not even Walmart. You could be a door greeter, for Pete's
Nope.
sake.
Nope. They won't do that.
What?
Nope.
Hello, Nomadic.
They got old people at the door greeting people at Walmart, at every Walmart I've ever been to. And I've seen people with disabilities at the door greeting people.
They won't do. I've tried that. And they won't.
Oh man,
they won't do it. Every response I get, every response I get is that I have to have at least 10 to 15 years of experience, and also due to the possibility of me getting hurt on the job, they're gonna, they're afraid I'm gonna cost the job money.
Hello,
So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I get. That's what I've been getting told by Voc Rehab when they've tried to get a hold of other places to see if they could help me, and that they get told the same thing.
Hey, what about doing like my friend Courtney? She's one of the girls that live in the neighborhood here too. She works. Have you heard that company called Chewy? It's a company that sells dog food and treats and.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
They hire to be a customer service person. They give you the computer and everything, and they pay you $15 an hour just sitting there answering calls. You could do it from home. I don't know, something. I thought about doing it,
Yeah, the thing is, I think I get bored after so long with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even to make a few bucks, you know what I mean? Even for a little while, make a few bucks, and then, because you can do the right or the Ticket to Work program, where you still get your Social Security disability check, and
Well,
you
see,
can
I just know that's the problem. Is that I have to be very, very careful. I cannot make anything over $85.
Right. Well, you can, like I say, talk to them about the Ticket to Work program. Talk to Social Security about it, because they have what they call the ticket to work. And my son, that's how Brandon started out, because Brandon's been working since he was 17, and he used to be on SSI, but he's on SSDI now. He gets, oh hell, I don't know. He gets his regular check that he paid into Social Security, and he works part-time, and he still gets his both checks. So you can do the ticket to work program. So talk to Social Security about it, because they'll let you know what it's all about, so you can at least get something.
Yeah. Well, I just know that they told me themselves that I have to make sure I turn in everything. If I do go and get a job, I have to let them know, and I have to turn it in.
Yeah. Just like I said, ask them about the ticket to work program.
I don't get SSDI, Diane. I get SSI.
It's SSI, because he hasn't paid into the system to get SSDI. If you earned your credits, then you'll start getting SSDI. If you haven't, people that are on SSI is a different program. It's a different money pot than SSI. SSI, you haven't paid into the system.
SSI is Social Security Supplement Income.
Supplemental Security Income. Yeah, and Social Security Disability Income is the SSDI. That's for people that have worked and paid into the system.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but you can do the ticket to work program, and they can't really dock you for that. You know.
Well, I just know that I called them over a week ago over the phone, and they told me that I can make up to $85 a month. Anything over $85 a month, and they start deducting from my check. I cannot make anything above $85 a month.
Maybe that's a Tennessee thing. You know, maybe they have different rules in different states, because Brandon makes more than $85 a month, and he's made more than $85 a month for a long time, and they don't really deduct it. You know, I don't know. I would think that it would be a state thing. You know what I mean? Instead of
I'm not sure, but I just know that they told me up front themselves. They said that I could not make any, and that when I started work, if I ever got a job, I would have to start making sure I turn in every pay stub that I got, so that they could keep track of it to make sure that I was not going to go over.
Right.
And I still have to turn it in.
Yeah, Diane was saying it's up to $750 a month that you can make before it affects your SSDI, which, yeah.
Well, see, I'm not getting SSDI. I'm only getting SSI.
Right, but the ticket to work program also falls under the SSI program. They take out $50. They take away the first $50 and don't count that towards it. And then after that, you start accumulating credits towards, Social Security Disability, and not in the SSI. If you start earning some money through the ticket to work program, then you can have those credits towards that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, you got to specifically talk to them about the ticket to work program, and then see what they tell you. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the SSDI, it's federal. I'm not really sure. They're two different money pots, but But yeah, if you start making some money now, then later on you can get SSDI because you'll be paying into the system.
They
But
got so many loopholes and that kind of stuff. You nearly got to talk to somebody that specializes in it
right,
in the state you're in, because it can be so different in different places.
yeah,
But
yeah. I think other states are different. I don't know. I don't know really. I don't know. All I know is that Sierra's on. Well, when I get Social Security, because I'm not gonna try to collect it, I got to try to work a little bit more. But when I get Social Security, whatever I get, say like if I get $800 a month, Sierra, because she's disabled and my dependent, she'll get 400, and that'll be added to her SSI. But then if you get uh, if she draws off of my Social Security, which she'll be able to do once I collect Social Security, then she'll be on SSDI. So that Social Security that she draws off of mine, like if I get $800, she'll get $400, and that'll be considered SSDI. And then she'll be, because people on SSI, like right now, Sierra doesn't have any dental insurance, and she has no vision insurance. And her dad doesn't pay for none of that anymore either. So I get stuck, footing the bill for all the glasses, for her eye exams, her glasses, and for her dental visits and cleanings and stuff like that because she has no dental. So I don't want to start drawing it off now because I won't get as much now because I'm only 62. But when I do go, at like 65, then she'll be on SSDI. But see, in Arizona, the court system here in Arizona, if you have a child with disabilities that is not able to take care of themselves and you're taking care of them, I can get the courts. Well, not I can get, but the courts can go after her dad and have his retirement garnished to help me to take care of her. And see, in Wisconsin, that state, they don't give a crap. You can have 10 disabled kids and have one parent that has to take care of all of them, and they're not going to help you. They're not going to make that other parent, that non-custodial parent, help you. But not in Arizona. Arizona will get them. They will take them into court. The judge will say, hey, your ex-wife is taking care of this girl. She can't take care of herself. And guess what? You're going to help. That's what they do here. And I told him that one time. I said, you're going to make me do all the work. You won't even take her for part of the year. I have to do it all. I don't even have a life of my own. And you're going to make me do it all? Guess what? I can take you to court according to the Arizona laws because I don't live in Wisconsin no more. He didn't like that too well. And so this last time for her birthday, he had sent her $50 and I'm going to send you some money for her glasses or her dental or whatever. And I thought, what about the last umpteen years? Because she's 31 years old and I've been doing this since she was 19 years old. What about all that time? And I never went after him for it, but I just think I may, because I like to get in the car and take more trips, but I don't know. But I look into the Ticket to Work program, Kenny.
Well, all of it changes every day too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You nearly got to get somebody specializes in that stuff. I got into that with the VA. Is that you talk to one person, get one answer. You talk to another one that you're not supposed to know what they're talking about, and you just continually getting. And finally, I got hold of an old boy that knew what he was talking about. Got it done.
Yeah.
Answer your question, William. Yes, I did.
They, oh, William, I was going to tell you something. I don't check my email while I'm on this live stream, so I don't ever see one of your emails that comes in during a live stream. What are you going to do tomorrow, Kenny?
What am I gonna do tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what I said. You may say it again where you understand.
No, I don't know. Just put it around here at the house, I guess. I I don't really have any plans for anything.
You come down here and help me. I got off in here about 6 months ago. I got a buddy of mine that's an electrician, and they always got copper wire, scrap off them jobs. So I bought a little old machine that stripped the plastic off of them. And at that time, copper was bringing like $4 a pound. Well, I had another guy come talk to me the other day and said, I got a bunch of copper wire I need to strip. Will you strip it on the halves with me? And I said, yeah, I guess so. I figured he had a barrel or something. He brought a 8 by 24 foot trailer stacked about 4 foot deep, full of wire. I got enough wire to take me 3 months to strip all that stuff. And I bet there's $10,000 worth of wire on that thing. But it seems like I can get into something.
But yeah, I've learned that the government and stuff like that, they'll fight for every dollar that they can get from you.
What state do you live in, Nomadic Rat Pack? Disability will not allow me to put my name on a family member's, let's see, on a family member's recreational vehicle to insure it so I can use it to get closer to medical facilities for treatments. What? I will not even on my trailer. I just need to get my name on the paper with family members to be able to insure it. And Social Security is having difficulty even working with me on this. You know what? You know what I learned? Don't tell everybody everything. It's on a need to know basis. And if it helps you out, they don't need to know. So I don't know. But yeah, you got to be able to get to and from. But if you have medical appointments, they have to disability or Social Security. I don't know how that works, but they have to like provide transportation if it's to go to a medical appointment. Now they would call it an asset and cut my check off. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's not like it's $1 million in the bank. You're just, what kind of a recreational vehicle is it?
That must be my dad in there. Because that's not me. I did not type that.
Do what?
Where it says, hey, where is everybody tonight?
Wow.
Oh.
That must be my dad in there. Because that wasn't me that typed that in there.
I thought you had a ghost going.
No. That's what I'm saying. You never know who is in the chat because it could be, unless he puts dad in front of it or papa in front of it or something, you never know which one it is. But I know for sure that was not me that typed that.
Well, I think Okay, a way to get around that, I think that you can take out a policy for that person that owns the fifth wheel and have you as an additional driver. That's how you get around that. You don't have to necessarily have it under your name, but if they put you down as an additional driver, I think you could get away with it like that.
Well, on most of my insurance, if I wanted somebody else's name, it had principal driver, and then you'd have other people who are just short-term drivers.
Yeah, you can have you can pay for a policy under somebody else's name and have them have the insurance put you as an additional driver. This way you're covered because you're an additional driver, and it's not like you're the owner of the vehicle, but you're an additional driver.
Hello,
See,
Space.
Hey, Spaceman Dudley. I know here, I mean, like I said, both vehicles are in my dad's name and my name and my dad's name, and I can still go get tags and go get.
go to a different insurance company. That's what I would do. Have it under, buy some insurance under the person's whose name it's under,
It's him.
and have you as an additional driver.
Well, they're not talking about it from the way he's reading this. They're not talking about a driver. The insurance company, and I know some insurance companies are like this, is that if it's not his property, they won't insure it. In other words, he can't get insurance on somebody else's property. This is a fifth wheel, so it's like a vehicle. And
Yeah, I think a lot of it, I think a lot of it has to do with the state you live in too. That was like that in Texas. Okay, so I'll give you, for instance, I lived in Fort Worth, Texas, and my mom and dad just bought my husband and I a new car. My dad paid cash for it, put it under me and my husband's name. And because we had a new car, and my husband, he had that separation between being in the Navy and not working anywhere. And I was pregnant, and they wouldn't even give us food stamps. I lived almost half of my pregnancy on oatmeal because it's cheap. And they wouldn't even give us, they said, oh, you can sell your car for food. I was like, what? Sell our car for food? Oh, yeah. So in Texas, they wouldn't even give us no help at all. I couldn't get any kind of insurance. I couldn't get nothing. So I think it all depends on where you live. That makes a big difference, because there wasn't no way in hell I was going to sell a new car. We just got that car. We didn't have a car, and my husband, he had just got out of the Navy. He was trying to get in with the FAA. That's what he was trying to do, because he's a air traffic controller and in the Navy. And he wanted to work for the FAA, the Federal Aviation, whatever. And so, yeah, because of that interim, we didn't have any money coming in. He was working with one of my uncle's wife's son. They were all laying railroad ties. People fall between the cracks. But my husband, he had to go back in the military because I had no insurance to have the baby. So then I had to have him at Carswell Air Force Base, and that was Ugh. They don't want to give you nothing for pain over there. You know. But yeah, a lot of people fall through the cracks, but I think a lot of it's different in the states that you live in, you know. I don't know.
Are we talking about Tennessee men's basketball or Tennessee women's basketball? Or what are we talking about?
I'm talking about booze. Oh, goodness.
Oh, baseball. Okay. I didn't know Walls had a baseball team. I did not know that. That's the first in my 27 years. I did not know that they had a baseball team.
You know, I just don't watch any sports anymore. I used to enjoy them, but I don't. You know, it's got to be so damn.
I'm into like Tennessee balls, basketball, the men and the women, and
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just tired.
I'm in the Tennessee Vols football too, and the Tennessee Titans.
I'm gonna go to RV Rebel Girl. So she's gonna have a meetup in Illinois at the Starved Rock State Park, July 18th through the 22nd. So I'll be up there for a while. You know, it'll probably take me a while to get there. I don't drive as fast as I used to. I used to be able to get from here to Wisconsin in 3 days, but I think it's going to take me a little longer. But yeah, I'll be there. I don't know if I'm going to go to Lollapalooza or not. I did last year. I don't know if I'll go this year. It just depends. I've got some stuff to do. I want to get a different house. I want to leave Phoenix. I got to get out of here. So I'm going to have to live in the travel.
Where are you wanting to move to?
Oh, honey, I don't even know. I'm gonna go on Monday. Well, actually, maybe not this Monday, because of Memorial Weekend. You know, because all the traffic is crazy here. When people come back from their, long weekend and stuff, I'll probably go. Oh, I'll probably go next Monday because my son's always off on Mondays, and we're gonna go up to Prescott Valley. It's not as far north as Flagstaff. It's kind of like the halfway point, sort of. And there's Prescott, and then there's Prescott Valley. So when you go up Highway 17, you hit Prescott Valley, and then if you go a little bit to the west, you go into Prescott. And the elevation is not as high as Show Low. They get a little bit of snow in the wintertime, not much. They only get like a foot throughout the whole winter, so that's pretty good. I can deal with that. But I know I gotta get out of here. I just do. I can't handle the neighbor anymore. He's just being a real jerk to me, and I'm tired of the heat, actually. You know, I can't do this heat anymore. I mean, it was 106 today, I think. I think it got up to 106. It was pretty hot, though. You know, it was pretty hot. And I just really don't want to deal with 114. I got a estimate on my electric bill, and I don't keep my house really cold or anything like that. I just leave it like to 82. Sometimes I put it down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put it down to like 81.
Yeah.
But my the electric bill, they said I was looking at $187. So I just wanna go someplace where it's just a little bit cooler. It's not as much traffic, not as much crime, not as much everything, you know.
I
13
swore,
years is a long time to
I
be here.
swore when it gets hot here, but when it gets to 105, I said this last year and that virus messed stuff up. But when it hits 105 here in Texas, I think I'm headed from Montana or Colorado. Or I'm getting in the mountains. I'm not going to ride another summer.
Yeah.
That kind of heat, you know.
Well, and it's kind of funny because like in Prescott Valley and Prescott, it'll go to be like 90, which the number 90 seems really, really hot, but it's not because it's dry. It's a drier heat. Now, if it was humid, ugh, it'd be really bad. But
Yeah, I know what it's like when it gets 90 because we have humid here in Tennessee, and it's not that pleasant. And I would much rather be in a dry heat than I would with humid.
yeah, well, I'm looking at there was a house I was looking at. It had like, I want to say like an acre. It was horse property, and it was in Prescott. I think it listed for like 419,000. And I think at this point, because I was trying to check the stats for my house to see how much I could get on this house. And I think they said like to start like 409. So if I can get more than 409, and pay cash straight out, because I don't have a mortgage on my house, I paid it off. Then I'll just get rid of it and go. I don't want to be here no more. I hate it here. I hate it.
Well,
I mean,
y'all got it coming to me, Ray, because it's been hot here the last 2 or 3 days. Y'all usually run about a day and a half behind us. So we haven't hit 100 yet. It's been in the 90s. I don't mind up to 100. Up to 100, I'm fine. But when it gets over 100, then I'll start getting, well, I've had enough of it. Of course, if I
Good
keep.
night, Spaceman. I also want to answer Spaceman. I know he's probably already gone, but I did not know that that Kane was the mayor of Knoxville. I did not know that either. I just learned something else new. I didn't know Glenn Jacobs, also known as Kane from WWE, was the mayor. Hey, Stephen Sheets.
Hey, Stephen. T, what do you mean about the subs? I think I still got 316 or something like that.
Yeah, it says 316 on my end. It looks like you may have lost a couple here and there. It looks like.
Yeah, I had 320 and it's dropped down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend over maybe 4.25. I don't want to spend any more than that because I don't want to have a mortgage. I don't want to take every day. I mean, I could pay off the difference a little bit, but I don't want to have no money in the bank either, But probably no more than 4.25. But I need a place that I can have my space. Because like now, if you've seen where I live now, I mean, I guess I kind of have a nice little house. Do I have a nice house, Kenny?
Mm-mm.
He's not answering me.
No,
Dad must be But I have my house is
talking to me.
4 bedrooms, it was 3 bedrooms, and I made another bedroom. I had a family room that I made into a bedroom. I had a closet built in it, and I had the other entrances walled off. But when I bought my house back in 2009, I only paid $73,000 for it. That's when the market crashed. And then now it's worth over $400,000. So yeah, so if I can, like I say, sell this one for, for 425 maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look and see what the neighborhood's going for, but I have a 4-bedroom now instead of a 3, so that makes quite a bit of difference. Plus, I put in a breakfast bar. I have 2 RV gates. I have a huge fenced-in kind of sort of like a patio in the front. I have a pool in the backyard, but I haven't used the pool in a lot of years. It needs to get replastered, but it's still there, But to me, I got jerks for neighbors. So that's why I don't want to be so close in proximity to the neighbors. If I can get an acre, or at least a big lot that I don't have to have somebody, right within 20 feet of me, then that'd be great. That's what I'm going to look for. But I'm going to look in Prescott Valley and see what they have. I have a realtor that my friend Sandra is a realtor here in Phoenix. Well, actually she lives in Litchfield Park, but she does all different sales for different areas. And she has a friend or somebody that she knows that is they do a lot of contingency offers. So, like, in other words, like, say if I find a house for 4.25, contingent on if I sell my house, then the deal will go through. So I've been packing up stuff and getting rid of junk and cleaning closets and all that, But who writes a property line every day and call the county for me putting up a greenhouse? What?
Looks like
Why can't you put up a greenhouse?
looks like Ron left. Good night, T.
Yeah, I know. I just see his little emblem there. It makes the screen kind of go dark, and then I can see the comments, but then I can't see you guys real clear. I know he got quiet on his side. I use a water bottle to keep cool.
So you've been doing a lot of planting here lately?
Yeah, did you see my yard? I don't know if I videoed it or not. I'll do a video
Okay.
maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I planted 3 evergreen trees. I planted some other kind of flowering plant. I planted a palm tree. I planted 1, 2, 3, 4 cactuses, I think. And then I planted, there's these like little bushes. Well, they start out little. It looks like grass. And then it has like little willows on there that come out. They're really cute. I planted all those along the lot line. You know how my yard, I have those sections, those concrete little separators all along the front and on the side. I planted those little grassy things, Let's see, a friend bought a greenhouse in a flatbed and set it at 3 feet off the property line. He called the county on me. The guy from the county said it's not even a permanent structure. Yeah, as long as it's not a permanent structure, they can't do nothing. He can complain all he wants,
Yeah, see, you know what I would do? Okay, so if I had an acre, okay, I would take within that acre, like say I go right out my back door, maybe so many feet, like I don't know, like um maybe 100 feet or something. I don't know how much an acre is in footage, but I go out so far one way and on each side, and I'd stockade that fence right in. That's what I would do. I put a stockade fence all around it. So this way I have my own privacy. And then I'd put up those little sun sails. Like I put one up in my front yard last week. It looks really cute. And what he said, the guy said it's not a permanent structure and I'm in violation of nothing. But if I would just move it to make the jerk neighbor happy, it would be nice of me if I did so. Well, and you could do that, I guess, move it if it's easy enough. But see, um, my neighbor, he put in a basketball hoop. Okay, so in my yard, my RV is 26 or 27 feet. I can't park it on my regular driveway because it sticks out over the sidewalk. So what I did was I kind of separated my yard with blocks and stuff, and I made a long driveway, like as long as my, for the where my RV gate is. But I have two RV gates, but the one side I can't pull the RV in there because the RV is too wide, but yet it's long enough to where I can park it there, and it's not going to hang over the sidewalk. But what the neighbor did, he put in a basketball hoop, but say like if you throw the basketball and you don't make the hoop, my RV is on the other side of that basketball backboard. So he keeps hitting my RV. And I complained to the city, and they're like, oh, he can put it anywhere he wants to. And I was like, well, he can't hit my RV anytime, but yet I can't put up a fence high enough to, to keep it from hitting my RV. So what I think I'm going to have to do is put something up there that's temporary. And I don't think that they can say anything then because it's not a permanent structure. So if I get some big, some big steel poles, and I make some brackets on my fence, and I put the poles down there, and then I put something across it and do that back and forth a little bit. If it's not permanent, maybe I can get away with it. I don't know. I mean, I have 43 acres in Wisconsin, but it's gonna be a cold darn day in hell before I want to go back to Wisconsin because it's too cold up there. But I was thinking about selling it, and I could do that and then find something that's really nice. But the thing of it is, in Arizona, I like trees, and when I lived in Wisconsin, I had arborvitae. It's like these tall evergreen trees, and they're real soft and they're real nice. And I had those all the way down my lot line because I tried to put up a fence because I had my German Shepherd at the time. And this one lady, she kept bringing her little dog over by my house and letting the dog bark at my big dog. And I got tired of it. And finally I told the police and they made her stop. But I wanted to put up a 6-foot fence because my house was on the corner, but the fence wouldn't be blocking any sight of traffic or whatever like that, or to back on the driveway. It wouldn't have affected that, but they wouldn't let me. And then somebody says, well, we can't tell you how tall that you can plant trees. So I got like $500 worth of arborvitaes, and I got them, when they were probably about 3-4 feet high. And boy, they took off. What I did was I had my sub pump for my house. When you live in the Midwest, you have a sub pump because you have a basement, so it pulls all the water out of the walls of the basement. and it pushes it outside. So I put a big black hose at the end of the sub pump, and I put it all the way down the patio to where the trees were under the, and I put the hose under the fence, and then I made a T, and I ran it all the way the length, all the way down my property line one way, and then the other way. And then wherever my little trees were, I cut a little bitty hole in that hose so that water would come out from the sub pump and water my trees. I had some nice trees.
Look, I've been on here for 2 hours, and it's about time to shut it down. Kenny, you want to open something up?
No, I'm good. But I did want to answer Timmy Ray. Yes, I saw your I saw your answer there. Timmy Ray about the guy in Tennessee. Yeah, I did see. Just because I don't answer your question, it doesn't mean I don't see it. I just don't talk while other people are talking.
Kicking a country, what state do you live in? Oh, North Carolina. Yeah. I have friends that live in North Carolina. It's pretty out there.
All right. Now I'm fixing to shut her down. Y'all have a good night.
Good
Okay.
night.
Good night, everyone.